This is Mark Power for Mark Power Coaching. Today I'm going to be guiding you through the practice of what I call discovering your awareness anchor. This exercise is it emphasizes grounding, becoming stable. And awareness and attention are like an anchor. They give us stability. And in this practice, what we're using as a basis of that stability is our physical stability, physical strength. And what I mean by physical strength is not a kind of athletic strength, but a natural strength, a strength that's available to us having a body, that sense of being embodied. That's the strength that I'm talking about. The practice itself goes through three stages, just as with the previous practices. First, a quick snapshot. Then we kind of develop the practice by bringing focused attention to our physical sensations and to breathing. And then we invite an image of strength and stability as the final enhancement of the practice, you could say. When we move from the practice, that's the time to make a commitment for the future, for the near future, for the next hour, for the rest of the day. It's important that we make that commitment because otherwise this becomes a nice little experience, hopefully, and then we forget all about it. So then we don't really experience the benefits. Only with practice do we experience the real benefit of these exercises. So we'll do the exercise now. So for now, whatever you happen to be doing, whatever posture you find yourself in is fine for going through this version of the exercise, whether you're seated or standing or lying down. In the future, if you want to practice the exercise, I highly encourage a standing posture in order to feel that rootedness and groundedness that we can often kind of focus on with the soles of our feet in contact with the ground and the earth beneath us. So now I'll lead you through the practice. The first thing is to take a snapshot, if you will, of how am I right now? What am I experiencing? You can have your eyes closed or open, being attentive to the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, touch of the moment. How is my environment impacting me? And then do a brief scan of your body by starting at the top of your head, placing your awareness and attention at the top of your head, and allowing your attention to move easily, fluidly, in a relaxed way down through the entirety of your body. Not too quick, not too slow. A feeling of ease. Have a sense that any blockage or tension is able to release and settle downward in response to the pull of gravity. And once you reach the soles of your feet, pay particular attention to that connection between the soles of your feet and the floor, the ground, the earth beneath you. Breathing in Feel the fullness of your experience, the physical sensations in your body, your feet on the floor. All of your senses are open. And whatever is in your environment is not a problem. Whatever movement or sound, we can make our awareness big enough to accommodate that. So feel that sense of settling. And now, in order to enhance the sense of groundedness, as you breathe in, I want you to lightly flex your hands into a fist. And breathing out, relax and open your palms. Breathing in, this time include some flexion in the soles of your feet. So feeling that strength in your feet and in your hands. Breathing in. Breathing out, relax with a sense of trust. And then this time breathing in, I want you to add some strength in your core, in your abdomen. Just light flexion, just flexing your muscles enough to know they're there. Natural strength. Breathing out, you release and trust. Trusting the ground beneath us. Repeat that a few times, breathing in with flexion in those 3 points. Breathe out. Release. Trust. So when we bring attention to our body in this way, we're combining our physical sensation with awareness. That's an anchor. When we're engaged in activity and we come to a place of pausing, perhaps we're standing on a street corner, that's a moment to bring these together, awareness and the physical sensation of standing, the sensation of feet on the ground, soles of the feet connected to the earth. And now as you breathe in, I want you to look at your physical experience internally and notice where else is there strength. Now that strength is up to you to define. Again, not talking about athletic strength, but a natural sense of stability. Is it in your shoulders? Is it in your gaze? Is it in your core? Notice the sensations of stability. Become familiar with them so that you can actually return to them intentionally. I'm starting to get agitated. I'm starting to get irritated. I'm starting to get angry, get carried away. I can pause and return to that stability that my body provides, that my body in relation to the earth especially. And now, as an additional enhancement, close your eyes and imagine or bring to mind the image of someone, something that expresses this stability, that expresses wholesome, kind of immovable strength. For instance, a mountain, or a deeply rooted tree, the ocean, which, even though may have great activity on the surface, still has, when we look at the horizon, there's a constant sense of calmness, stability. Bringing that image to mind, what do you notice? This is something to spend time with. This is something to develop a relationship to, for the purpose of being able to call on it in moments of difficulty, in moments where you become unsure, where you feel battered by the world, where you feel that you can't seem to exit distractions. I'll find that point of stability. I'll go to the soles of my feet and place my awareness there. And that becomes that moment of pause. And in that moment of pause, we can be willing to shift our attention from reactivity. These small gestures are very powerful if we practice them. And so as we begin to exit the practice, the exercise, open your eyes, and before moving to the next activity, make a commitment. I'll practice this pause exercise. I'll practice this awareness anchor 3 times today, randomly, but especially if I feel strong emotion or if I feel triggered in some way. Just having that thought is very useful. It helps us to remember, helps us to be willing, it helps us to become curious.